Okay, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. What's today? I don't even freaking know, man. Wednesday, Thursday morning, man. Thursday morning. So I'm carrying this over my dump trailer finally over to the dump. I got our old sofa in it, and I got some other stuff I'm throwing away from the house. But I want to get the trailer cleared off because the bamboo site owner has a bunch of firewood over there that he can't use. He kind of, well, he split it and everything, and it's all seasoned. It's really good wood, and there's some great big pieces too that people can split. And he wants to get it out of the way so he can use that area there. So I'm going to take the dump trailer over there to have it over there. So when I take the skid back over there, I can load it up. And I may have Phil loaded up by hand if Phil wants to make some money, over the weekend or something. I don't know. The owner at the bamboo site has a lot of they're doing a major work over there on the pond. They're dredging some of the pond. They're making sure the dam is not holding water like it's supposed to. So he's probably spending about $50,000 on the pond, give or take. So, but I need to get this through the dump. Then I can get all that firewood on there, and I might, you never know, man. It's cold here, and that wood is premium wood. I would know because I sold firewood for about 8 years. So it's all premium wood, and if I don't have to spend a bunch of labor, you know, picking it up and all that there, then I can sell it, and I'll give the owner some. The owner might want some of the money too. I don't think I'll get no more than a couple $100, but that he won't have to pay me to move it either. So and I'm not gonna make anything, but I hate to see that wood just sit there like that when we got cold spell like this. And I got about 5 or 6 big hunks here too that's under my shed and beside the house. Hell, I probably got a half a truckload in 4 pieces, and they're big pieces. You have to use the skid to pick them up. But I get all that shit on the dump trailer, and then I'll take a picture of it and throw it on Facebook and say, hey, give me $300, give me $200. I don't know how much it is until I actually get it on the trailer. But we've had a nice little cold snap, and that makes people crazy about firewood down here where I'm at. They go crazy. So I don't personally, because it don't never really get cold enough here for me, not anymore, to do firewood. But yeah, so I appreciate the views on the video yesterday. It's funny that I mentioned something about the views, and I get more views on that video. So I'm gonna ride by this yard on the way. I get more views on that video than the one where I've got the mulcher going. I think there's a balance, and doing them every day is well, it's therapeutic for me, but it's time consuming for me too at the same time. And I can easily, say and it be true that I spend at least 2 hours a day editing a video. Yeah. And that does not include the time it takes away from the job to move the camera around and all that. So people that don't do videos have no idea. But picture 2.5 hours of your time every day. So yeah, we could do this one. I'm going to talk to them about putting the skid down there in that lower part down there. Maybe it wouldn't be a big job. It would be like maybe $500 or something like that with the mulching head on it, and it's right here. Do the yard for the 80, and then have the mulcher head. And see, that will be a job where Phil could drive this truck, and he could have the lawnmower, and then I could do that job and then go and do another job. I'm always trying to figure out different ways to make money with the skid without having to charge $1,400 or $1,500. If you can go do some, and those but you want to be able to do other stuff where people don't have to spend. They might not have $1,500 worth of stuff. and or at least they think that. And then I look at it and I'm like, man, that'll take me an hour. And if I can go somewhere for an hour or so, even though I'm not telling them that, if I can go somewhere for an hour or so and make, you know, $500, then yeah, I'll do that all day long. That's just me, man. For sure do that. But I noticed that I saw a video, and if I could think about it while I'm editing, I saw a video where a guy took one of the high dollar ones apart. He replaced the seal, and when he opened up the door on the high dollar one, I mean everything in there looks exactly the same as mine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll find the videos. I love seeing, you know, people take these things apart and put them back together and replace seals and all, because I know that, because I'm pretty familiar with them, and from what I've seen, they're all basically built the same. I mean, really are. So the difference in price has got to be the quality of the material that they built it with, right? I mean, so anyway, I don't know if I mentioned this to y'all either. So I reached out to Handy, and I had to go through some stuff to get there, to get in touch with them over in China. And so me and a buddy of mine, we're gonna go in and maybe buy like 10 pieces, right? 10 of the attachments. And I told them I wanted 3 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these, whatever, right? And they're all the mulcher, the drum mulcher, and a couple of rotary mulchers, and then a couple of the bigger drum mulchers, right? The 72s. And then I also said I want 100 teeth, right? And then give me 20 belts. Or no, not 20 belts. Give me 5 extra belts, right? That will fit the, you know, the 48, the 50-inch one, whatever, right? Plus, they all come with extra belts and extra teeth. So they got back with me, sent me an email, and for everything that I wanted, by the time you pay for shipping, tariff, and all that, and I got the numbers in an email. I got the PDF they sent me. Maybe I'll put it up here. I can't remember exactly, but you'll see the numbers here. I want to say $36,000 or something like that. That's not a great deal, y'all. That's not a great deal. You know, you would think that if they're selling them at an auction for, you know, $2,500 to, you know, $5,500, that if they're, you know, that the average would be around $3,500, about what I paid for the 2 that I bought at the auction. I'm thinking, okay, if I can get them at an auction here in the United States for, you know, $4,000 each, give or take, then surely I can order them from China and get them. Hell, I might be able to get them for $1,800 each or something. I don't know. Plus pay the tariff, maybe total out at, you know, $2,200 or $2,300 each. That was my thinking. No. So that's a hustle that I ain't gonna chase. Number one, you're dealing with a company in China, and you're gonna have to fork that money up front. That's number one. Number two, that money gonna be in the street probably for 3 or 4 months. And then number three, I don't see a big upside. I just don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see a big upside to that. I mean, how much can I possibly, you know, if I wait 3 or 4 months to get them, right? So your money's in the street, $35,000, give or take. That ain't chump change to be in the street. And then you get them, and you would have to sell them for $6 grand each to make it worth 25K. You know, you make about 25K if you sold them for $6 grand each. You might be able to get $6 grand for each. It just seems like a lot to, you know, to put out there for and a lot of work involved too, because you got to have a place to put them, and I got all that. If they were $1,500 each, or even $2,000 each, I'd do that. We'd spend 20 grand, 25 grand, and be and okay. But 36 or 37,000, I don't think so. Not for me, man. Too many unknowns for me, and that's how I keep my money. I don't jump out there because it, you know, some people would do it just because they got the money. And then if you go in on with somebody on it, and they're footing some of the money, then, you know, we're splitting it or whatever. Well, there's going to be a lot of running around that I'll have to do that the other person ain't going to have to do. And all for what? You know, at the most, we'll make, you know, 12 grand each. Really, 12 grand, that's a lot of money. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, a lot of risk involved too, where you might end up making, you know, 6 grand each. Then you might be sitting on holding on to them for, you know, trying to get rid of them, and have to hold on to them for a lot longer. See, all that is relevant, man, and a lot of people don't think about that shit when they happen to, you know. I don't see how the auction does it and somebody makes money. The only thing that I can think of based on the conversation I had with them in Handy is, and all this conversation is through email, because nobody speaks English. So, is that a dealer or whatever will buy so many of them that they'll fill up 10 shipping containers. And now they're getting a better price. From what I understand, when it comes to shipping stuff from China over to here to the consumer, and it's big stuff like that, it's all about the space it takes up in a shipping container, and what size container they have to use, and how they can, you know, incorporate, you know, more orders into that container. Ideally, you'd want to have a whole container just for you. Now you've got to spend some big money to do that. Ray ordered 100 teeth too. Yeah, but 100 teeth, I can buy 100 teeth right here in Peachtree City, Georgia for, well, I can buy 100 teeth of the star teeth for roughly $2 grand. Okay, y'all, so I'm over here. I'm gonna just drop the trailer right here. This is the wood. He wants to get it moved. He wants it out of here so he can use this space. And that's premium wood. I don't know how much wood that is. It's not a cord, but I would say it's. But all of this too. Look at all that. People will buy that, man. So of course I got to move this out of the way. That's why I didn't put it closer, because I might have to come in here with the skid and grab this and get it out of here. I'm not doing none of that today, but this is work that, like, I could have Phil do or something if I ain't got nothing else to do. Just setting up. The dump trailer is empty, ready to go. So, and I can pick all these up with the skid. I mean, that is some good wood right there, dude. Look at that. Ready to go. Look at all that, man. So, and then you got that, and then look at all that right there. That's pretty, I mean, it's probably a full cord over here. especially if you split this. But I'm not splitting it, and this would be something that I'll throw on the trailer, and we'll try to stack it on there best we can, that to get a kind of a beat on how much wood it is, because I won't know. I know that this trailer, if you stack it up, I don't remember how many rows, but this trailer right here pretty much full up to here. I know Chad counts the pieces, but I don't really even do that. I count the well, I don't count anything, I just stack it, the volume. And when this trailer's full and all the way to the rim, all the way to here, right, then that's a full cord, but by law, I mean by the measurement. A full cord of wood, firewood, is a lot of wood. Okay, y'all, so y'all know this is a regular customer of mine. I've been doing this property for a really long time. So he wants me to measure. So basically, on down, you're going to have one of these too, maybe two of those. So let me measure from like right here to the ground. So another thing they want to do is they want to get this tree up. What would y'all charge to get this tree up? I mean, I haven't asked them. I know they're not going to want to haul it off. My thinking is they're just going to want to push it up in the woods. So, but just to kind of show y'all how big it is, it's pretty big. You know. Yeah, you gotta figure. It's a size 10 shoe, so a lot of debris. I can mulch it up with the mulcher, but you're not gonna be able to get enough money. You know, he's not gonna want to pay $300 or $400. Probably a couple hundred there is my thinking. And that's just to cut it and get it back up in the woods. The gutters, a couple hundred on the gutters. The gutters don't look bad at all. I think he may have already got somebody to do the gutters. Which they do not look bad, but I know if he got somebody to do the gutters, there'd be stuff all over the ground, and there's not. So, yeah. So, basically right here, what I need is a 54-inch. And that's a 4-inch gutter. And then he needs the bottom plates too. So he needs one of them. Got another gutter right here. Give me 44 inches. Come right here. And yeah, 48 inches. Okay. So this one's 48 inches. That one's 44 inches. And then 54 on the front. So you don't get work like this. So we got over here, you got the yard, the gutters, the downspouts times 3, and you got the tree over there. So you can justify, you know, whatever it takes to do it. Cam can get on that roof right there like it ain't nothing, man. He'll get across that roof. I'm thinking 200 for the roof. It doesn't look bad at all. He'll be able to blow that stuff out and with a blower. Cam likes being on the roof, and he's real limber, so it ain't steep at all. So we'll check, right? We can do this job, no problem. I got all the things I need as far as measurements, right? So okay, y'all, so y'all pretty much see on this little bit of job, I mean, probably over $500 or right around $500. And he ain't gonna like it, but I mean, to do the gutters, we're gonna be at about 200, because there's a lot of gutters up there. And even though I know that we can do it fast, and then the tree, another, you know, 175 or 100. I don't know. I don't even know what to charge for this stupid tree. I'm gonna fill them out for that. The labor for the downspouts, and the downspouts. I mean, all that. I mean, I don't know what. I don't know, man. But I'd be close to $500 for all that, at least, man. Plus, you got to buy the stuff. So got another job over here. We're gonna look at real quick. Now, I told her that that we would blow the roof off for $175. She has these gutter guards already on here. So if we can go over there and do the yard and the gutters for $250, okay, probably take an hour. But I don't know if we'll get on this roof. We got to blow the roof off because the gutter guards that got all the stuff backed up the roof is, you know, I don't know, you know. Okay, I got to redo the stupid video because the damn microphone was on. So I told her over the phone the other day, $200 to blow the roof off. But you don't really have to the gutters are not full. There are gutter guards on there, and they're high dollar ones too. But everything's just kind of got to the bottom and piled up there. And then we had a drought and not enough hard rain at the right time, and everything just kind of clumped up there. So basically, you could just get a ladder and with a soft rake and just rake down, right? And get it into the bushes here, because you know, that's all you can do, and then blow the bushes out. And I mean, it's not like, same thing here, that valley, you could get the valley from the other side. This is kind of steep. I don't think I would want Cam on this. This is a little bit steep. So, but you don't really have to be on it. You just have to have a ladder, an A-frame ladder right here, and you can just rake it down, man. Just rake it right off of there, right? All the way around. But you can see she doesn't want to spend money on nothing, man. So, I mean nothing. Blow that valley out from the top up there so you don't have to get on this slope here. But the gutters are, well, we're not cleaning the gutters out. We're not even gonna, you know, the only way we're going to see the inside of the gutter is if the rake grabs a hold of the gutter guards and pulls it off. She didn't even want to pay me $20 to cut this tree and push it in the woods. So, I mean, you know, she's not going to spend. Ain't nobody lived here the whole time I've been doing this property, so. And it's a nice house. So in the back here, same type thing. You just rake it off. A little high right here, but we got a ladder that'll reach it. And then this section right here we'll blow off, but then see we can go to the top eave and we can blow down the valleys on the other side, so we don't have to be on that steep stuff. But it's not clean. If it were cleaning the gutters out, I'd charge more money, because you'd have to. But right here, look how easy that's going to be. Just get a ladder, an A-frame ladder, put it up right here, and climb up it. Reach as far as you can with a soft rake, move it down, do it again, move it down, do it again, done. You could get on this part right here, and you could actually, I could blow most of this from right here. And you can tell, you know, Ray, them bushes need it bad. She don't want to spin. She don't want to spin, man. Hell, I was surprised that she said, yeah, blow the roof off for 200. I was very surprised because she sees how bad it is and knows that, well, they don't live around here. She lives 60 miles away. So, and she doesn't trust nobody to do a job, you know. But it looked like she could trim these trees right here. I mean, this property is in neglect, and for it to be such a nice house, man, it's a brick home, man, and it's in a great area. I mean, the houses around here are, you know, $750,000, man. Look at the one across the street right there. I mean, these properties are really, this is a nice house, man, in a great area, and they're not even renting it out or nothing. They could have collected enough money on rent to pay the damn mortgage on it off, but it's already paid off, she said. So yeah, so that's 2 jobs that I looked at real quick, and now we're going. And these are 2 jobs that I'm, you know, I mean, I already got this one. She done told me to do it. I just want to come over here and do a little clip real quick so I know what to bring when we come over here. It ain't a job where I can leave Cam by herself. I don't like that. Because you know, you got ladders and stuff, a lot can happen, man. Yeah, just a soft rake and a blower is all you need, man. And some before and after pictures. I told her I'd send her some pictures, so. And you don't get that kind of, you don't get this out of the loop things if you don't have a working relationship with your customers and all that do the lawn care, right? I mean, if I was them, I'd have been done renting this place out. The rent around here is, I mean, they could probably get at least, I know they get at least $2,500 a month. And she said the house is paid for, so that would be just like, I mean, even if it costs you, you know, I mean, damn. Talk about $30,000 or $40,000 a year that you could get. So, yeah, that. Okay, I'm gonna run by the house, and yeah.